Right, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom through for elect preaching this word in truth and sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order. I say to you all, Shalom. All right, so I just want to read you this headline. And this is out of The Guardian. It says, U.S. military revealed. Pentagon orders state national guards to form quick reaction forces for crowd control. It says that the Pentagon memo details plan to train over 20,000 National Guard members across the U.S. to carry out Trump's order on subduing civil unrest. It says a top U.S. military official has ordered the National Guards of all the 50 states, the District of Columbia, and U.S. territories to form quick national forces trained in riot control. Now, mind you, you might say, yeah, this is for the ICE joints. People are protesting and causing a ruckus for the migrants, but he just said U.S. territories, right? Which means Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Alaska. So this is not about that, right? That debunks that. It says reaction forces trained in riot control, including use of batons, body shields, tasers, pepper spray, according to an internal Pentagon directive reviewed by The Guardian. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know why they're doing this. It could be a number of reasons, right? You got people in the UK right now protesting the digital ID, and it got really hectic, man. And they might be rolling that out over here ASAP. And this is why they're getting ready. I mean, that's what I believe, speaking as a man, you know. Or they're gonna be detaining a lot of Jakes, a lot of US citizens, which it's gonna bring back backlash. But the way it's looking, I believe it's gotta be that digital currency. They already shut down the food stands. They already what you call it? They already making it harder, especially for you women, right? The scriptures in Isaiah say, woe to you women that are at ease. Right? These women had it easy for a long time. And the Lord's bringing it back. It's gonna be a time like no other. Says here the memo signed on October 8th by Major Ronald Bucket, the Director of Operations for Pentagon National Guard Bureau, sets thresholds for the size of the quick reaction force to be trained in each state, with most states requiring to train 500 National Guard members for a total of 23,000 troops nationwide. Right, so it's about to get real interesting in these times, right? While over here we got Deacon Hakai and Hassad, worrying about who Gentile salvation, all this bullshit is happening. Right, that comfortability that people have, I can't even say the word, had right after the 2020 issue. Everybody got their freedom back and thought everything was gonna go back to normal, right? And it's been nothing but, ever since. This is Second Ezra chapter 15. And I'll start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell in therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against one another, and swords in their hands. for there shall be sedition of men. Right. This is the rioting of the people, right? And they're sick of their government. Well, they say that most empires last like 300 years, right? This one lasted a lot longer than that. Like this was at the very end, and they know it. Right? The scriptures say the devil knows that he got but a short time. Right? He knows it. He has to move accordingly. This is why there's a lot of military activity right now going on in the Caribbean. Aimed at Venezuela and Maduro and them, in Russia, China, all them getting closer. So they're looking at Jake as enemy number one. The sleeper cells. Matter of fact.
All right, folks. Christy Hutchison just joined me on Nino'sCorner.tv talking about the Homeland Security Report. We are now in the window of October going into December where cells could be activated, and they're going to look for soft targets, meaning malls, schools, and churches. Could be mass shootings, bombings, dirty bombs, whatever, folks. Use your imagination. That's on Nino'sCorner.tv. Christy Hutchison, you don't want to miss this. All right, folks. Christy Hutchison just joined me on Nino's Corner.
Right. Those are the whispers of the people, man. That's what they're saying. Right. So who you think them sleeper cells are gonna look like? They're gonna look like Jake, man. See, I'm Northern Kingdom. All right. I'm an Ephraimite. For y'all didn't know. They're gonna target people that look like myself, man. Especially if you have tattoos or if you look a certain way, right? And they don't care if you're wearing fringes or Habib. They don't care what you're wearing. If you look like them, it's going down, man. If you look at what's going on in Texas, right, where the Muslim population growth and the right wing extremists over there are getting real nervous and real active over that. Right, so there's a lot of turmoil going on between the people. It says here, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against one another, and the swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their king nor their princesses. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, the people are just gonna overthrow it, man. The government's not gonna have enough manpower, to deal with the people. It's gonna be a huge separation of the people. Verse 17: a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. It's gonna be total chaos, man. Once you can't get to your money, man, it's some dark times coming. So be vigilant. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makaha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to those for light preaching His word and truth, sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom.